There are many things that we as cyclists would like to be better at, but the main one that instantly jumps to my mind is being able to ride faster, particularly when riding uphill. There are many ways to achieve this, particularly if you're gravitationally challenged like me. So, for the benefit of people who feel an overwhelming need to state the glaringly obvious in the comments section, yes, losing weight will help you to climb faster. Right, so with that piece of advice out of the way, let's move on to the real focus of this film, how to become stronger on the bike. Now, why is it that you can have two riders with roughly the same weight, yet one will be much faster than the other? Well, obviously fitness plays a part, but it essentially boils down to leg and, to a certain extent, mental strength. The good news is that leg strength, like most aspects of cycling, can be improved with a little work, but it's not for the faint-hearted, as it can be pretty tough. Now, just going out and riding your bike for hours at a time will certainly get you fit, but this will mostly be of benefit to your cardiovascular system. If you want to improve your strength, you will need to start focusing on your leg muscles. You can do this while out on your regular rides by simply choosing routes that are either hillier than normal or have more sections that force you to ride into headwinds. Alternatively, you could even try riding in a slightly higher gear than normal. This is where your cadence, or the rate at which you pedal, becomes very important. Fortunately, virtually every cycling computer these days will display Cadence, and having it on your main screen will give you a clear idea about what I call your home cadence. It will vary from person to person, but this is basically the speed at which you naturally pedal when riding along a flat piece of road. So for instance, my personal home cadence is around 90 revs per minute. As the terrain changes, I try to select a gear that will allow me to maintain this and feel comfortable. By selecting a gear one higher than usual, while still maintaining my 90 revs per minute, I'm effectively giving my leg muscles a bit of a workout. And if I do this over an extended period of time, my leg strength will improve. On the other hand, if you want to be a bit more structured about it, you can always try some intervals where you repeat a period of effort followed by a recovery period. These can be done either out on the road or at home on a turbo trainer and come in three flavours: short, medium or long. All three used hill climbing or increased tension, and while the benefits of each will make you faster up the climbs, it will also greatly improve your overall speed on the flats. After a thorough warm-up period, start pedalling along at your home cadence. If you're doing this out on the road, find a hill with a gradient of around 3 or 4%. If you're on a turbo, increase the resistance to about half to 3/4. Change up into a higher gear so that it feels hard, and start riding up as fast as you can for about 20 seconds, increasing the gearing and all the resistance as needed. Unfortunately, this is going to sting a little bit. Your heart rate should be between 85 and 90% of your maximum. At the end of the 20-second effort, give yourself a good recovery of at least 6 minutes before doing the second effort. Never be tempted to ignore the rest period, as it's an integral part of the interval process. All in all, you will need to do between 4 and 6 efforts once a week. For the medium effort, you do pretty much the same thing, although you're aiming for a heart rate of around 80 to 85% of your max, which you will need to maintain for 2 minutes. Obviously, because the effort is longer, you may need to find a longer hill. And then for the longer effort, you will need to maintain your heart rate between 75 and 80% for 10 minutes. This is also where mental strength comes in. When things begin to get a bit hurty and painful, our self-preservation instinct kicks in, and that little voice in our head starts telling us to ease up. These intervals will not only help our physical bodies get stronger, but it will also give us the mental fortitude to push on through the discomfort and shut out that little voice once and for all. It may be a dreadful cliche, but there really is no gain without pain. Once you've increased your leg strength and general power, it might then just give you the added motivation to revisit the weight side of this power to weight ratio for even more speed. But that's another film for another day. Thanks for watching.